Last October, you gave me the opportunity of a lifetime to face the greatest in-ring competitor in the history of this business. And Kurt, I'm going to be straight with you. Things haven't gone to plan for me since then. It didn't go for plan to me after that. It didn't go to plan for me tonight. But tonight is not about Joe Hendry. It is about the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And since that was Kurt Angle's last match on UK soil, I think me, everyone in the back, everyone in this arena, and all the fans of WCPW around the world want to give this legend a round of applause that he deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle!
On a night like Joe Hendry's had, I am very proud of this young man for what he's doing right here now.
Absolutely.
Good job, Joe. Good job, Joe. Honor the great Kurt Angle. There'll never be another like him. Oh, hey, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on. Yeah, that's making me sick. Joe Hendry's making me sick. What has Joe Hendry done? My God, what a way to end True Destiny. Is this your destiny, Hendry? Is it?
You're under attack! You're under attack! Let's go! Yeah! You can't stop us! You can't stop us now!
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to WCPW Loaded. I'm Jim Ross, alongside Matt Stracker. We are still excited and buzzing after 1 week of True Destiny. What a night we had.
Absolutely. Social media is still talking about what may very well have been WhatCulture Pro Wrestling's coming out party. We had surprises, we had returns, we had new champions, and it only gets better this week.
And what about Kurt Angle's amazing last match? Alberto, Patron, they turned it up, they turned it out, and then Joe Hendry.
Absolutely. It was an emotional night, left us with a lot of questions that remain to be answered.
I suppose that's supposed to affect me. That's supposed to embarrass me. And I suppose this is the part where you people think that this is where Joe Hendry walks on down to the ring and gives all of you people an explanation for what happened last night. That's how it goes, right? Well, let me tell you what happened last night. Last night, the torch wasn't passed, it was taken. And for good reason. Because last October, when I faced Kurt Angle, he had the audacity to try and beat me with the Hendry lock. And ever since then, things just haven't been quite right. I have realized that something was wrong. Because no one in this business can match my creativity, my charisma. And yet, all of you, it wasn't just good enough for all you. Where were you when I needed your support? Where were you when I needed support? You weren't there. And the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle paid for each and every one of your sins. And you think that this affects me? Let me explain something to you. When I first got into this business, no one could handle how talented I was. They were all jealous, just like each and every single one of you are, because there's a very good reason that you stand behind a barrier and I stand inside this ring. Applaud! Applaud! You people don't know what professional wrestling is. I do. I don't need to be appreciated in my time because Joe Hendry is going to be the one to save this great business. Joe Hendry is going to stand up because I know what professional wrestling is. And Joe Hendry is going to bring prestige back to the business, to the sport of professional wrestling. Oh, shut the fuck up, Joe! Prestige, prestige! You're gonna change the sport. You are a fucking disgrace, man! Last night, you dared to interrupt the match, an amazing match between the legend, Kurt Angle, and Alberto el Patron. Yeah. Amigos, I will. I promise you, but I need to pass him a message because last night, Joe's mama gave me a call. And you wanna know, Joe, what your mommy was saying to Alberto el Patron last night? Among other things like, Alberto, mi amor, I love you so much, I wanna try that Mexican burrito. She said, Alberto, my love, don't worry, you will hear Joe crying about this, crying about that, bitching about this, bitching about that. Oh, Joe, please grow a pair of balls, perro. No, I'm not gonna call you perro. How you, my friends here in England, were calling Joe when he came out of through this ring? Wanker! 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 So was it like local wanker? Local wanker! Local wanker! Local wanker! Local wanker! Local wanker! Local wanker! England, you are fucking awesome! I'm here to kick your ass. Alberto, I know what you think. I know what you think. You think that last night I disrespected a legend. But you, Alberto, are disrespecting a legend right now. And you think... Shut up! And you think that I won't fight you? You think I won't fight you right now? I'll fight you next week.
Well, it sounds like next week there'll be another big week here, Matt.
Absolutely. Alberto El Patron has come out and set this place on fire. And I think it's safe to say that the WhatCulture faithful are firmly in El Patron's corner.
Great show tonight, but man, what a main event here next week. Alberto has made a challenge. And folks, this is going to be a great week. You've got a good week to be with us, I promise you.
Bad Bones has arrived at WCPW. I don't care how big and great your company is. I don't care about championships. I don't even care about winning or losing. All I care about is money. I am a hired gun, a mercenary, a man of mayhem. If you bring the cash, I will take anyone down for you. Welcome to Bad Bones City.
And we're back on WCPW Loaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening contest of WCPW Loaded. It is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first. Ladies and gentlemen, to combined weight of 185 kilos. This is a team of El Hijo de Dos Caras and Drago.
Well, Matt, with your extensive Lucha Underground background, I'm sure you have some awareness of these two gentlemen.
Oh, absolutely, and the whole world took awareness, if you will, last week when these two met each other one-on-one. They earned each other's respect, and now here they are teaming together. That says a lot about what can be learned about your partners and your enemies inside that squared circle.
Also, these two men have been competing for the Mexican team in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. More on that to come.
That's right.
Their opponents win tonight at a total lightweight of 375 pounds. They are accompanied by Prince Ami. This is the team of Gabriel Kid and the Mexican sensation El Ligero.
Another entrant into the Mexico competition, El Ligero. Boy, don't count this guy out. He's pretty fantastic, I can tell you that.
Absolutely. Now, I am curious to see the health of these two competitors after competing in a hellacious, for the first time ever, WhatCulture Pro Wrestling ladder match for the tag titles last week at True Destiny. Are they 100%? That's the big question.
Well, I would assume the answer would be probably not. But they'll never probably admit to that, but probably not. And the other thing on my research here, Matt, could it be right that Gabriel Kidd's record is 0-20?
Yeah, but it's the old saying, what have you done for me lately? Every time Gabriel Kidd steps through those ropes, it's a chance to chalk up his first victory. Perhaps tonight will be the night. Now, our good friend Prince Amin, who came bearing gifts of herbs and spices at True Destiny, out at ringside to encourage Kid and Ligero.
He is quite the representative, is the Prince. So, tag team action kicking it off here after a very combustible start, to say the least. Well, Joe Hendry takes no responsibility for his own actions.
Listen, you've been around this great sport for quite some time. You've seen a lot of wrestlers turn their backs on the fans, but what Joe said about the fans never being there for him, I mean, I don't really know what to make of that.
I find it embarrassing, and as a parent, Matt, I can't believe Joe Hendry's mom and dad can be proud of that young man. I really can't. He just, the wrestling world is talking about what he did after True Destiny with Kurt Angle.
The whole wrestling world talking about a lot of things going on here at WhatCulture Pro Wrestling, and of course we'd be remiss if we didn't point out that the style you'll see here from Drago, El Hijo de Dos Caras, El Ligero, will be on display in the Mexican qualifiers, and for my money, the Lucha Libre style is going to be the most difficult style to adapt to for the rest of the field.
Is one reason of that, Matt, because they are really, where a lot of wrestlers are right-handed, they wrestle on a left-handed, basically a southpaw style?
That may be a part of it. I think it's the speed, the agility, and the unpredictability of Lucha Libre.
All right. Drago and El Ligero shaking hands. Let's see how long the good sportsmanship lasts.
Here we go.
Deep arm drag and a counter.
Yeah, this is the fast-paced style that I was alluding to.
It's really difficult to prepare for this style unless you're wrestling this style regularly.
Absolutely. It's a great point. A lot of guys that are coming over for the tournament are going to need to be proficient in a cornucopia of styles. Lucha Libre will be one of them.
Well, the multi-generational star there, El Hijo de Dos Santos, or
Dos Caras, yes.
You said that on True Destiny.
Yes.
It's all your fault. All right, well, here we go. Gabriel Kidd may be 0-20, but there's always a first time, right?
Yes. Hijo de Dos Caras, of course, translates to the son of Dos Caras, a legend in Lucha Libre lore in all of pro wrestling. The brother to Mil Máscaras, the father to Alberto El Patron.
One of the all-time greats, Dos Caras. Universally recognized as one of the legends of the business.
Just from the picture on your screen, you'll see that El Hijo is definitely larger than most luchadors, carries a lot of girth up top. Kid should employ a different strategy here.
I think we're realizing why maybe Gabriel Kidd is 0-20.
Poor judgment.
He's not a great strategist yet. Nice athleticism by Kidd. Nice. Wow. Right-handed shot. Staggers Kidd, who counters with a punk handle kick of his own.
Now, with every loss, it's up to a wrestler.
Here we go, Matt. Lateral press after the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
To learn from those mistakes. And Kidd, oh boy, better learn from that, has to be getting better, has to be getting closer to his first win, some would say.
Kidd left his head exposed, and the son of Dos Caras found it. Drago back in legally. Drago, Kidd, the two legal men.
I like how Drago repositioned his opponent, using all of the ring to his advantage, is Drago.
Drago's got one of the most auspicious masks. There's another cover, and to Kidd's credit, he was able to kick out.
Yeah. I mean, that's half the battle, right? Kicking out, living a fight on.
Absolutely. Such is life.
Yes.
Kicking out of a bad situation in life is not a bad thing. Springboard. Got countered. And now a cover. Look out here. Whoa. About to have a celebration. Gabriel Kidd's first victory.
I like what Kidd did there. Right after the kick out, he stayed on top of his opponent, tags in the fresh man. That's good tag team wrestling right there.
Great awareness of the young man. Oh, drop kick. Right on the button. Here we go.
Now, Ligero and Kidd are well-versed as a tag team. They utilize all of the referee's 5 count. It remains to be seen how El Hijo de Dos Caras and Drago will work together, but right now they're not having a chance because Drago's in the proverbial wrong part of town.
Yeah. Neutral, or the corner of the adversary is exactly where you don't want to be in a tag match. El Ligero. Great high flyer. Effortless.
Good kick out. Drago gets his shoulders off the mat, but he left his back exposed, and Ligero takes advantage.
Reverse chinlock has grounded Drago, while El Ligero contemplates his next offensive maneuver, which could come from a variety of positions, quite frankly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like Drago's strategy there, putting his pressure on Ligero's hands to break that hold, but Ligero's smart, as you said. His offense comes from a myriad of opportunities.
Both men exchanging now.
And we see this a lot in today's sport of pro wrestling. A lot of mutual strikes.
Mid-air collision by the two masked men. Both looking to gain a somewhat of an offensive advantage for their team. And we have a capacity house here tonight, folks. It's really a unique atmosphere for a very special organization at WCPW. Nice crossbody. The son of Dos Caras with a reverse elbow. Big, strong young man.
Great counter there. He used his head and shoulder to catch Kidd in the gut, and the inexperience of Gabriel Kidd now is something that El Hijo is going to try to expose.
Man, what a hard spear and a kick out. Well executed spear, quite frankly. Followed the everything's high impact, seemingly with the son of Dos Caras. The Prince trying to motivate his team. Ooh, wow, look at that. Gabriel Kidd. Now he's got to deal with Drago.
Now we'll see how this Lucha team works together. Very well.
An enhanced DDT that just drilled Kidd.
Nope.
And El Ligero able to break it up before the 3 count, but that would have definitely been 3. Nice tandem offense by the masked team. Gosh. Wow. What the hell was that?
It was a flipping blockbuster DDT combination. But Kidd may have saved the match for his team by distracting Drago, giving Ligero time to recoup.
And Drago makes the tag. His partner comes in. Drago with an assist by his bigger partner takes out the Prince and Kidd.
When you think back to great tag teams, a lot of times you need a stronger member of your team to do the heavy lifting. The more agile member will do a lot of the high flying. So perhaps they're a great complement, El Hijo and Drago.
And look at El Ligero. El Ligero taking a big chance, sacrificing his own partner in essence to get some offense in on Drago. Oh, take a look here. Look out. Look out. Oh. And look at the bodies lying everywhere. The most astute member of the team was Prince Pauline, who got the hell out of Dodge.
Speaking of
or
which,
the hell out of Baghdad, or wherever the hell he's from.
Well,
I don't know.
That seems to be a hard thing to do these days, but we saw this last week at True Destiny.
That's where I used my antiquated John K. Steppenwolf reference. Magic carpet ride.
The referee lenient to allow the match to continue, only because all members of the match were outside of the ring, and therefore not a disqualification.
Oh, look at Prince getting involved. He's not the lovable character all the time. We think so. Look at this kicks, nice by Drago. Byron McCary pickup.
Little kid trying to make history for himself here.
Man.
Nice!
Wow, look at this. Hey, it could be. Oh, my gosh.
And now here's the thing for Gabriel Kidd. Get right back on the attack. Stop talking to the referee, my opinion.
Referee can't help you. Go do your business. Matter of fact, the referee's giving him a break. He's not making one of them leave. Hurricane Rana.
I believe that Drago and Kidd remain legal here, although a tag was just made.
Tag was just made indeed. Oh, discus forearm. Over.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. The team of El Hijo de Dos Caras and Drago.
Well, we got a little preview, not only some good tag team action, Matt, but some of the men that will be competing in the World Cup of Wrestling.
Yeah, one thing that stood out to me is that the one asset that El Hijo de Dos Caras had that no one else in this ring had, perhaps no one else in the Mexican qualifying bracket had, the size and the girth. That was a power move that ended this match. That's important to keep in mind as we move forward towards the Mexican qualifiers for the World Cup.
And it's encouraging to see the sportsmanship on display. As these two teams gave great effort. An outstanding tag team match to kick off WCW Loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being with us. Jim Ross and Matt Fracker here ringside in Leicester. Packed house. Standing room only, Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is a singles bout set for one fall. Coming to the ring at this time, weighing tonight at 228 pounds, this is Bad Bones.
Bad Bones from Germany is a very complex man, Matt, that I prefer for you to explain to the fans who the hell this guy is, because I'm a little leery of it.
Well, recently, Bad Bones has been making an international name for himself, and with that comes a lot of money, and money changes an athlete, and Bad Bones right now is out for one man and one man only, himself.
He's a hired gun. He hurts people for a living. It may sound glamorous, but it's just not that cool. To screw with another person's livelihood.
His opponent weighs in tonight at 265 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man they call Rampage.
Rampage is not healed up from his I Quit match at True Destiny. Now, what a match that was.
It was Rampage and Primate, and Primate's manager, Mr. Kennedy, threw the towel in. It's important to note that Primate did not utter the words, "I quit," but you talked about taking someone's livelihood and taking food off their table, and that's what Rampage and Primate technically tried to do to one another last week. So the question remains, just like the prior match, is Rampage 100%? And if not, Bad Bones is going to smell blood.
I don't think we have to speculate too infinitely to determine what the motivation is for Bad Bones. It's called cash. Cash for hire. I fight for money to be a shirt for him. Rampage side headlock. And I can't imagine this match going long because A, both their styles are not indicative to it, and B, I don't know how long Rampage is going to be able to last with those bad ribs. The arm, bad arms, just his whole left side has been really hammered.
Yeah, we speculated the damage that was done in the I Quit match, and I'm sure Bad Bones has watched that match, and at some point will seek to expose the weakness. And right there, I saw Rampage wince, and I'm sure so did Bad Bones.
Rampage has got to fight with one arm basically here. You got to hand it to the guy for taking the match. Nice elevation.
Well, to your point, with every booking you miss a payday,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about.
No guaranteed money, no cushy contracts. Still in pro wrestling, you got to earn what you make. Lateral press got a near fall.
And I'm trying to see as Rampage's tank top moves in the wind, it looks like he has a bandage around his midsection. Wise to cover it up with the shirt.
Yeah, I thought when we left True Destiny that not only his arm was messed up, but his ribs seemed to really be bothering him.
Yeah. That makes it hard to breathe, and anyone that'll tell you that's been in a fight or been in any athletic contest, you can't breathe, you can't do much.
No. Hard Irish whip from a German. Do the math. But it shook the ring. But more importantly, for Rampage, it shook his torso. He got impacted again.
There it is. There you go.
That's a tough situation now for Rampage to work through, because you know what the object's going to be for Bad Bones.
And it looks as though there's gauze on there as well, which tells me that at some point there was a laceration or bleeding. Well, I don't see any scabs.
You're a regular CSI guy.
I'm Quincy. How that Jack Klugman reference for you this
Google that,
late in the
kids.
day?
Somebody thought, who the hell is Cracker Doc?
That's the original CSI right there.
What do you?
What does Bones have in mind here? There's not a lot of room between the ring apron and the guardrail.
Gosh almighty. That was like a human torpedo going between the second and the third row. It seems to me, you didn't notice that Bones has yet to go for a cover or a submission?
Yeah, as if wins and losses don't matter, and I'm sure that's something that Bones has alluded to. We talked about it. What really matters is his bank account.
Well, we know that the winners make more than the losers. It's a drop kick, unless you have a supplemental plan. And perhaps Bones has got a supplemental plan. Rampage and that best of 7 series still, it's not over.
That's right. Rampage is ahead 3 trials to 2. And of course, the winner of the 7 trials between he and Primate will earn a WCPW title match. Who'll be the champion at that time remains to be seen.
You never know.
That's right.
Right now it's Drew Galloway. And it's going to take a hell of an effort to beat Drew Galloway, let me tell you.
We've seen that as well.
Great champion in WCPW. Side headlock. And to bury the knee in the exact place that Bad Bones needed to bury the knee, into the injured torso of Rampage.
And if you think about pro wrestling on a whole, and you look at the environment, the turnbuckles, the ropes, the mat, there are so many elements that can aggravate a rib or back injury.
We mentioned on the original announcement about the Pro Wrestling World Cup that Bad Bones will be competing in Germany. One of the 8 individuals from Germany that will be competing, representing their country.
We want to thank Ahmed Scher, the co-owner of the German Wrestling Federation, for being a part of the press conference last week.
All right, Rampage doing what he can do to get back, just buy some time. Boy, you just almost could feel that happening. And that was a hard shoulder block. Again, injured area. Hey, what's the referee going to do if Rampage starts bleeding from the mouth with internal injury?
I think then you got to call the match. It's for the safety of the wrestler.
Right.
Another thing I'm noticing, if you get a shot of Bones, he's bone dry. That means that this man's conditioning is something that is somewhat intimidating.
It's getting disturbing to watch. And the match is just entirely one-sided now. You got an injured man as a Show me the money, it sounds to me like.
Well, I don't know. Bones shouldn't get too cocky here. Let's not forget what Rampage is capable of and the wars that he's emerged from. I would not give Rampage even the slightest second to convalesce.
Oh! Wow, what a clothesline by Rampage. Almost taking Bad Bones out of his German boots.
His jack boots.
Rampage trying to will himself back in this fight. There's no quit, no surcease in Rampage.
Let's see what Rampage has.
He's got a right hand, and that's it.
Maybe all he needs.
Right.
We saw a hard elbow smash, a rolling elbow end the previous match.
He could use the headbutt.
Sure.
Man, Bad Bones is just staying all over Rampage.
Oh, looked like Bones was about to collapse there. May have been going for a Saito with Rampage.
Looked like a suplex attempt. Here it goes. There's a Saito suplex. Almost a throw. But that at least Rampage is trying to get back in the fight. He's got a chance here. Cover. Here we go.
And I notice now Bones is starting to sweat. And I don't know what that means, but it tells Bad Bones that he's in a fight right now.
One arm. Again, it's just uncomfortable to watch Rampage try to show us. He's showing a lot of guts here, man.
Well, it's either uncomfortable or it's inspiring, one of the two.
Right.
Boy, monster Uranagi there from Rampage, but look how smart Bad Bones is. Rolls out of the ring. That is veteran wherewithal right there.
Uranagi also called the rock bottom in some circles.
Some circles. Bones right in front of us, and we got a shot of that.
Hey.
Man.
Oh, come on! What the heck was that about? That was blatant.
Yeah, the steel chain, obviously a callback to Rampage's I Quit match with Primate. A golden steel chain was used in that one.
Right to the ribs now. Now it's an all-out assault. It's like a hit. And, oh man, this is not inspiring, I can tell you that. But it's damn sure disturbing.
This is what Rampage did to Primate, but it was in a much different circumstance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match as a result of a disqualification, Rampage!
Enough is enough, for goodness sakes. You're beating a helpless man who's already injured with a steel chain. Get him the hell out of here.
Look at the top of the ramp. There's James R. Kennedy.
There's James R. Kennedy. What's that? Are you just introducing yourself? Are you saying a job well done, or what's going on here?
So I was away for a month in Japan, learning to better myself in the art of professional wrestling. And while I was gone, I kept up with everything with WhatCulture, and to see Bea Priestley parading around with my belt, calling herself the real women's champion. But the thing is, Bea, the real queen is back, and she's got her jewelry. But Bea, if you want this, you know exactly where to find me. So if you want another go, bring it on. But that's not just for Bea. That's an open challenge for anyone. If you think you can take this, come and have a go.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us here on Loaded. This should be quite the one-on-one matchup, we're told.
The following is a singles match set for one fall. Coming to the ring at this time from Auckland, New Zealand, winning tonight at 92 kilos. This is the Kiwi Buzzsaw, Travis Banks.
Travis Banks is a very talented young man. As you heard, from New Zealand, very interesting. Sometimes you're not quite sure what's going on with Travis. But we can say, man, I think conclusively, he's a talented young man.
Oh yeah, Travis won me over in his match against Zack Sabre Jr. at True Destiny. I think he's won the fans over as well.
His opponent, wrestling out of Paducah, Kentucky, and winning tonight at 89 kilos, this is King Ricochet!
Paducah, Kentucky's finest, Ricochet, one of the amazing young athletes in the entire world. So sought after, so popular. You've seen him in Lucha Underground, I've seen him in New Japan, and now we're seeing him here together in WhatCulture.
Ricochet and Will Ospreay, their match at True Destiny was so damn good they broke the ring. People are still talking about it, and it's something that they'll be talking about for years to come.
Very beginning of True Destiny, the impact in the ring was such that the top rope popped like a pimple. One fall matchup here.
This will be a great test for Travis Banks ahead of his representation of the rest of the world bracket for the Pro Wrestling World Cup.
And hopefully Ricochet will also be in the Pro Wrestling World Cup. Of course, will be representing the United States, if so.
And, Ricochet playing a little game there because he opened his match with Will Ospreay, both of them with running pump kicks, but Travis looked ready.
Ricochet having some fun. I think some fan may have suggested that. I'm not sure. No, for real. I mean it. I mean it this time, man.
Yeah. And good for Travis. Gave it right back to him. Travis Banks will not be intimidated.
Have some fun with it, right?
Yeah. And again, the fan in me came out last week at True Destiny. A standing ovation by the crowd and myself for Travis and Zack Sabre Jr. And now, oh, nice little rolling ankle kick there by Ricochet.
And a back heel trip takes down Banks. Step over leg lock. Some call it step over toe hold. A little scramble.
Some good wrestling, and Banks comes out on top.
Banks comes out on top, that's right. Probably see several scrambles in this. Both guys are very good counter wrestlers. And both like to use their high-flying style. I sense that Ricochet and Will Ospreay were trying to one-up each other.
Absolutely.
All throughout the match. You can fly. I can fly higher than you, jump farther, kick harder, whatever.
But on the marquee, it says pro wrestling. So that's at the end of the day what you have to do. I like what Banks did there. Locked knuckles, pulled his opponent closer, and then went for the waist lock.
Pressure applied to the wrist. Nice counter by Banks. Banks very smooth.
Yeah, do you think it's a smart strategy for Banks to focus on the head of his perhaps quicker opponent?
I'd go farther south. Legs.
There you go.
You want to, if you got a guy that runs a 4.340, let's say, hypothetically, why don't we cripple him?
Okay.
And that sounds sadistic, but you know, in theory, slow him down. Ding the legs. Charlie horse the quads, you know, hyperextend the knee, work on the ankle. It's all about the joint manipulation.
Well, rip a ton of pages out of Ricochet's playbook if that were to happen.
Absolutely. It limits his offense. It makes him more one-dimensional. And anytime you can make any opponent in any sport one-dimensional, you're ahead of the game.
Unless that one dimension they do better than anyone else.
Standing room only here tonight. Glad you're with us as well. Boy, things are really looking big and good for WhatCulture Pro Wrestling. Every day something else great occurs. Growing company. And a lot of people are looking. Well, that's a little unique.
Hard to do a lot of things with a broken finger.
Hard shoulder block by Ricochet.
I wouldn't get too cocky if I were Ricochet, even though I know it's part of his personality.
Perpetual motion. little mind games being played by Ricochet. I like Travis Banks, thought he was coming out after me.
I like what Travis is doing here. He's taking full advantage of the referee's 10 count, trying to recuperate, trying to change the momentum here. At some point, Ricochet will start breathing hard.
So Ricochet setting the table for Travis Banks to show off his stuff. Well, the Kentucky judge says, step aside.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
smart.
Oh, the cheap shot, if you will. Strategic if you must. But man, oh man, Travis Banks just nails Ricochet. Both feet.
Now the opening for Travis Banks.
Banks now has decidedly changed pace. And look at the aggression of Travis Banks. The door is open now. He's running through it, going for the cover. And a near fall created by Banks. Sudden burst of very aggressive offense.
Yeah, changing gears is so important, especially when you're in there with someone that may be a step faster than you, that may be a little bit more athletically inclined than you.
European uppercut by Ricochet as the crowd taunts Travis Banks.
Oh, nice kick to the knee by Jonathan Boyd's favorite wrestler. If you get that, good for you.
How about Bob the Chest Miller?
Okay. You could throw a Johnny Ace in there too if we're allowed.
Bob the Chest, formerly Bushwhacker Butch.
There you go. And to your point, Banks is now focusing the attack on the leg of Ricochet.
And see, it's sadistically smart because very easily if you're working on a joint, the ankle or the knee, it's very easy to injure those areas, and those injuries don't heal quickly.
Not at all.
Especially for a guy like Ricochet who's so dependent on his springs, his jump hops. So, and like you mentioned earlier, even more importantly, Matt, a good point, if you're not wrestling, you're not making any money. It's not you got a cushy contract. You can sit home and get fat and sassy. Oh, some companies have tried that. It didn't work so well. Ricochet is. Referees really got to keep a close eye on this situation, because if Ricochet gets in a situation, Matt, where he's defenseless, you don't give the referee doesn't have a lot of options.
No, obviously the referee's first responsibility is the safety of the wrestlers. Everything else falls into line after that.
We're very close to the action here in this very intimate venue. And it's very obvious what the game plan now is of Travis Banks, a very aggressive, very no conscience attack of the left leg of Ricochet.
Yeah, and I like what Banks is doing with his right leg, trapping onto the was at the instep of Ricochet's foot, pulling on those ankle tendons. The Achilles tendon as well is manipulated. Now back to the knee.
Big stomp right on the quadricep. The four-headed thigh muscle is being punished. Cover by Travis Banks. Again, a capacity crowd here in the O2 Academy.
Yeah, we're on the campus of Leicester University.
We indeed are. Matt and I had lunch at the Student Union today, folks.
Quite the event.
I felt like I was back in class.
Ooh, thud.
Oh, and the block was great. The punch, forearm shot was significant by Banks. And look at Ricochet with a flurry of offense. Followed with an exclamation point DDT. But again, Ricochet didn't go for the cover either, Matt. That could come back and haunt him before it's all said and done.
A lot of distance between the two. Ricochet has to make it up.
Drop toe.
Yes.
A little 619-ish type action. Springboard. Again, that's why those legs on Ricochet so important. He goes in different time zones.
We've said it before, adrenaline is a wonderful thing, but there is still the slight hitch in the giddy-up of Ricochet.
Ricochet trying to cover up, protect himself. Roll through. Oh, swing and a miss. But not downstairs by Banks. Oh, man. Look at this. Nice. That is an amazing sequence of offense. That should do it right here. And oh, man, that was a piece of art.
Absolutely.
That offensive flurry by Ricochet, absolutely scintillating. There's very few athletes I've ever seen that can even come close to replicating that. The uniqueness is all Ricochet.
That's what makes him a one-of-a-kind star in our sport.
Oh! Hard shot to the abdomen. Countered by Ricochet's uppercut. Both men still in this fight. Brainbuster, suplex, lateral press, and Banks has got arguably the biggest win of his career. Beating Ricochet on Loaded will get Banks noticed around the world.
Absolutely, and the fans of WhatCulture are noticing as well. Just listen. Well, as I say that, they die down, but they were saying, let's go, Travis. Nice knee strike.
Inside cradle. Banks tries another strike. It was avoided. Northern Light suplex, roll over. Oh, look at this. A lot of strength there by Ricochet. Banks counters, nicely done. Straight kick to the sternum. Covered by Banks. Ooh, Banks was about a half a second slow getting to the cover mat, and Ricochet was about a half a second early kicking out. We can all do the math, right?
Made all the difference, yes. You know, looking at Travis, he reminds me of a young Doug Williams in the face.
He seems conflicted at times. Like he gets disconnected mentally and goes somewhere else for a while.
Aren't we all?
Springboard. Wow. There's the impact. The low drop kick could be a match killer for Banks.
The fans appreciate it. They appreciate good, solid competition, and that's what you get each and every time WhatCulture Pro Wrestling comes to town.
Yeah, you got to see WhatCulture in person, folks. And we'd love you to be on the YouTube channel, watch here on television. But boy, being in the arenas, to me, where the money is.
Absolutely.
It's a sea of people here at the O2 Academy. as Monsoon would say, the SRO signs went out early. I think I was 30 years old before I figured out what SRO meant. Standing room only.
And look at both of these fighters. Really just feeling the effects of the battle. And they're still in there.
A little harder each time, these shots. Changing them up a little. From the chops to the uppercuts. And to the kick, I like that.
Yep, right back to the knee.
And let me tell you something, man. This Travis Banks has got a mean streak. It's there. That was beautiful move there. Good counter. Could it be enough here now this time? Banks has got to stay focused. This is where I say sometimes he checks out. He leaves for a while. Because right now he should be right back on the attack.
That's a great point. Banks' head higher than his opponent, showing dominance here. Not so fast as Ricochet.
Wow. That could be the knockout blow, the one that ends it. Ricochet going to the top. What's up, Matt?
Yep, this is where he is most comfortable, but let's not forget the knee. Oh.
Ricochet lands on his feet, as you saw. Oh, look at this. Catching Travis Banks, and the Banks trying to kick out of it. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a...
No, the Benadrylizer not enough, and look at Ricochet's expression.
I thought Ricochet got enough to get the 3 count. Obviously, I was wrong, but at the end of the day, we have to credit the toughness of Travis Banks to be able to kick out of that predicament. Free shot. Hands are down. Look at Banks' hands. Look at his hands, folks. The referee's got to pay attention to this because you don't want a guy to get helpless. Yes. Banks folded up like an accordion at the hands of Ricochet.
Here is your winner, King Ricochet!
But we saw a hell of a match. Ricochet favored coming in, but I think Travis Banks gave Ricochet more than a lot of folks thought that he would.
Absolutely, and again, I'm becoming a fan of Travis Banks, and to your point, sure, Ricochet was the favorite, but I'm sure the line in the next Travis Banks match is going to be even because Travis is showing and proving himself to be a quality in-ring competitor.
We saw Banks have a great outing at True Destiny. He comes here, has another great outing, even better. So Travis Banks has got a great upside if he can seemingly, I stress seemingly, find himself.
Yeah, and you made some great points. After each high-impact maneuver, there was that second of pause. That may be the only difference between Banks being on the winning end or the losing end, and look at this. Look at that.
Well, Ricochet doing the right thing, shaking hands. It's a great effort. Outstanding match. Banks shook the hand, but what did it mean? Well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Jim Ross and Matt Striker here with you at ringside in Leicester University. And this has been an interesting story to follow, Matt, involving Drake. We're not talking about the musician. We're talking about the athlete who wrestles for WhatCulture Pro Wrestling.
It's Drake, it's Primate, it's James R. Kennedy. There's a lot of moving parts here. And like you said, it is certainly an interesting story.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Drake.
We thought Drake was going to do something magnanimous at True Destiny, but didn't work out that way.
I know, a lot of people questioning Drake's actions, you and I included, but I'm sure there's a reason for everything. And the prospect would like to find out what that reason is.
Hey!
There comes Kennedy.
Whoa! this down right now. Listen to me. Calm this down right now. Whoa. Drake. Archer Gracie. Everyone get in the ring. Calm this down. Let's sort this like men. Don't listen to these morons. Let's sort this like men. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Kennedy's trying to protect his investments.
Yeah. Anyone that wears sunglasses indoors is a, well, you fill it in.
Take it easy. I know you're mad. I know you're angry. And I know why. I know exactly why. At True Destiny. At True Destiny, Drake. I don't know what you were thinking, man. You cost us the chance to become WCPW Tag Team Champions, and you must be punished. These boys want to go to Orlando just as much as you do. They don't have a ticket, you're right. So that's why. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, take it easy. Listen to me. Listen to me. Take it easy. Everyone just calm down. Take it easy. Take it easy. You boys want to go to Orlando, right? Archer, hey, you ain't going anywhere right now. That knee after True Destiny is in pieces. Listen, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity which is going to double up as a punishment for Drake. One-on-one right here is going to be Drake versus Alex Gracie. Winner gets the ticket to Orlando. You're dead, bitch.
Wow.
This isn't your fight, Archer. Go to the back right now.
That's an interesting way to settle a dispute.
The hashtag Prospect to Orlando has been trending as Prospect is trying to get to WrestleMania weekend where WhatCulture Pro Wrestling will be stateside. Here we go.
Alex Gracie and Drake in a one-on-one matchup here with a couple of plane tickets at stake. Is that how you got it?
Well, that's how I did receive it, yes. And there's the homage to you. You gonna start selling those?
I don't think so.
Nice little face full of barbecue sauce there for Drake.
I'd rather have the barbecue sauce on there than my ugly mug. But nonetheless, it is what it is, folks. You know you finally made it when you're on Alex Gracie's ass. Exactly. Oh. Boy, Kennedy reminds me of an American politician. Talks out of both sides of his mouth.
Well, if he can save the economy, God bless him.
Oh, suplex by Drake.
Drake does have, for my opinion, a little bit more of a mean streak than Mr. Gracie does.
Double under-up suplex cover.
But some would say that Gracie may be the better quote-unquote wrestler.
I wonder if Gracie has washed those tights in the last week.
Since last week.
I really hope so. I don't want my image to be smirched. Be smirched is not good. Look at this. Oh, wow. That's some innovation. Hey, look, wait a minute. Wait, hey. What was that? Kennedy pulled the referee out of the ring as the hand was coming down for 3.
Meanwhile, Drake is still not kicked out.
And Kennedy made this deal.
Yes. Peculiar to
So
say
now
the
what?
least. And now Alex Gracie sees that.
Kennedy ought to get his ass whipped for those shoes he's wearing. Oh, man. That is devastation. Well, I am totally confused here, Matt.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Drake.
in, it seems, that Kennedy wants Drake to go to Orlando, but hang on a second. Here comes Archer.
Archer on one leg, trying to defend his partner. That's taking it too far. Slapping the kid in the face, and then a chop block on that bad leg by Drake.
The leg that was injured in the ladder match at True Destiny because of Drake's actions.
Drake showing up the killer instinct.
And if Lucas Archer's going to Orlando, he's going to need to pre-board. He needs some extra time down the ramp.
Listen to me, and listen to me good, Gracie. Keep him down! Keep him down! All you people want to chant for this man! When really the man you should be chanting for is James R. Kennedy, because I created Prospect! Now let me tell you, I hope I ruin each and every one of your nights. This man and this man, Alex Gracie and Lucas Archer, they want to go to Orlando so badly. Well, the only place they're going is to the goal queue because, boys, as far as Prospect is concerned, it's dead and James R. Kennedy killed it. You are fired!
Wow.
You compared James Kennedy to an American politician. Well, that catchphrase is certainly synonymous with one, and now hashtag Prospect to Orlando may all be for naught.
Prospect needs a fundraiser. Will they ever get to Orlando? And what does this relationship mean as things go forward in WCPW? Academy, standing room only.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing at this time your new WhatCulture Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the team of Scotty Wainwright, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, the Swords of Essex.
Well, these two lads won a hotly contested ladder match at True Destiny, and it looked for a while that Wainwright would have to go by himself, but Will Ospreay, who had already competed earlier in the program against Ricochet, came in, and you see what they left with, tag team gold. I don't think I've ever met a wrestler. Hey, what the? I can't believe this. Ospreay is he's a dangerous man. Very ambitious, to say the very least.
The only dickhead you're looking at is the face when you look in the morning, when you look at your own face, you ugly trolls. For those of you that haven't already gathered who we are. No, my old man is not a dustman. I am Scott Wainwright, is the best wrestler in the world, Will Ospreay. And we are your new WhatCulture Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I guess the little internet darlings did not see me walking out with my best friend and walking out of these tag titles, did you, boys? Mate, I haven't got the time to insult you. I don't get paid by the hour. Here's the thing. If Moss and Slater want their tag title rematch, they're gonna have to wait, because guess what? Moss is injured. Moss got hurt, so he's gonna be on the shelf for a little while we soak in this glory of these beautiful tag team championships on our shoulders. But, of course he is. Of course he is. Best of the Super Juniors, and he was in it. Who won, mate? Hey, if you're gonna try my name, see me at the merch table later and buy some shit, alright? Anyway, back to what I was getting. You guys are distracting me, alright? I've got some unfinished business, and that's with Drew Galloway. That man's been avoiding me for so long, he's scared of a 5'11" pale skinny son of a bitch called Will Ospreay. So guess what? I'm calling out Drew Galloway. I want my World Heavyweight Championship right now.
Well, and Galloway wants all the gold, doesn't he? Or excuse me, Ospreay. Ospreay wants all the gold, ladies and gentlemen. The general manager, Martin Kirby.
Martin Kirby is becoming increasingly frustrated with his job, with Will Ospreay, and seemingly with life.
His assistant, I guess that's his assistant there.
Yeah, he's got Jack with him.
Gotta feel bad for Jack, he's got no last name.
I love you, Lester. Don't pop them. Don't say their name. So, if I heard correctly, Will Ospreay, you want your title match with Drew Galloway right here, right now? Well, I'm a bit sick of you just doing whatever you... Can you wrestle without harm, Jack? No? I'm a bit sick of you doing whatever you two think you can do. If that makes sense. Last night, you interjected yourself in that tag team title match. So, congratulations, because you might now be the tag team champions, which makes you the most successful bin man since Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Wow.
There's a reference.
It does make sense. It does, trust me. And as for you, Ospreay, yeah, you are one of the best wrestlers in the world. And modest as well. But you ain't getting a title match. Not here tonight. Because while you think you can do whatever you want, last time I checked, I'm the general manager around here. And I make the decisions, and you can't just do what you like.
I can't do what I want?
You can't.
I can?
Nope. Watch me.
Oh my God!
Come on, Jack's not even a train.
What a thunderous super kick, cheap shot, and now Martin Kirby's getting beat down by the tag champions. And wait a minute here. Drew Galloway, the WCPW champion, is on the scene. And look at Ospreay. And Wainwright running like scalded dogs. It is chaotic here. And we got to resume and get our hands around this. Folks, don't go away because we're going to be right back.
Bullet Club for life.
We're back, everybody, and Matt, all hell has broken loose during the commercial break.
Yeah, Martin Kirby laid down the challenge he evoked. Now Hall of Famer Teddy Long made this a tag match, playa, and here we go. Kirby and Galloway versus Ospreay and Wainwright. Whoa!
One fall matchup has become a very spontaneous, impromptu main event. And look at the strength. Man, is Ospreay really sure he wants to fight Galloway for the title?
Well, he seemed pretty confident before we went to commercial.
Galloway's a monster, 6'5", about 250.
Absolutely.
Young, strong, very agile.
We saw Galloway, what he could do at True Destiny.
You know, maybe when McMahon called Galloway the chosen one, maybe he was really on to something.
Perhaps.
Because who's better than the world right now than Drew Galloway?
That's a great argument.
Tag made Martin Kirby. Still the acting general manager. A conflicted general manager, albeit, but the head honcho of WCPW.
Yeah, but let's not forget, quite the wrestler in his own right, Martin Kirby.
I think that's the source of his frustration. He is a hell of a hand. Look at this vertical suplex. He'd rather be wrestling than administrating.
Wouldn't we all? Little Zoidberg for Ospreay.
You know, Matt, looking back in time, the rivalry that has existed between Kirby and Ospreay, very well documented in many circles.
Absolutely, and some of our more astute fans will remember the history between Ospreay and Galloway as well. So now these men renewing aggressions.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker with the scissors kick, followed up by Wainwright. Nice teamwork by the tag team champions.
Last week I called Mr. Wainwright Adam Wainwright. This week I'll call him Rufus Wainwright, and I think we'll be done.
Your call. Oh, no! Galloway drilled in the security railing by Will Ospreay, who showed no regard for, obviously, Galloway or himself.
And say what you want about the intention. It's smart tag team wrestling because now Martin Kirby's partner is laid out on the floor. Kirby essentially on his own here.
Standing vertical by Wainwright. Mounts Martin.
And you see Kirby reaching for his corner. There is no one there. No reprieve.
Wainwright tags in Ospreay.
Of course, Wainwright and Ospreay will work together as a cohesive unit. Kirby and Galloway, somewhat of a patchwork team, both good wrestlers in their own right. The thing about Will for me is he's so good that it's hard to hate him, and then he does things that are cocky, and it's just like, oh.
Hard chop by Kirby. Ospreay with his uppercut takes down Martin Kirby, who made this match during our last commercial break as the acting general manager of WCPW.
Oh.
Or the back of the thigh, and that's a really a sensitive spot to attack.
Absolutely, and if any swelling occurs in that hamstring area, the longer the match goes on, the more pain it's going to cause Martin Kirby.
Senior referee Steve Linsky.
There he is.
Having to restrain the WCPW champion Drew Galloway. And the big Scotsman is encouraged to go back out on the apron.
How about the fact that Drew Galloway is up? And boy, oh boy, does he want in.
Yeah, the last thing you want if you're the tag champions is to allow Kirby to tag Galloway. You don't want that to happen.
Here is the abdominal stretch, time-honored submission, a little bit of assistance there.
I am told in my years that the creator of the abdominal stretch was a man named Wilbur Snyder.
And now Martin Kirby has the reprieve he may need. Needs to make up about 4 or 5 feet of distance.
Tag made. Oh, gosh, Galloway. Look at Galloway. Towers over his opponent. A big strike. And look, Wainwright's no midget.
No, not at all. Whoa.
Belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Galloway very agile. Uh-oh. All right, Will. Oh, my God. Ospreay wanted Galloway, called him out earlier. Says he's assistant the #1 contender and wants WCPW title gold to go along with the tag titles. The guy's got a gold fetish.
Ospreay has designs on becoming the first man in WCPW to hold
Power
2
slam.
titles at the same time. Might not be that easy.
Power slam a la the late Buzz Sawyer. Near fall, Galloway in control here. Oh, he gets in his rhythm. Finds his place, his wheelhouse. Really hard to handle.
And I don't mean to make antiquated American sports references, but Galloway reminds me of Nolan Ryan. When he got into a rhythm, there was just nothing you could do to stop him.
Wainwright getting ragdolled by the champion, who's going down with the lateral press, and Wainwright able to kick out. Senior referee Steve Linsky, ladies and gentlemen, had a 2 count in perfect position. Good Lord. That would send me to the doctor. I'm sorry. I'm out. I'm tagging out. I'm tagging out of the business. Oh my God. That might be the most impactful chop I've seen in a long time. That's in that Wahoo McDaniel, Ric Flair level.
That's some great names. Ooh. Perhaps Will Ospreay will one day be uttered in the same breath as some of those great names. He's well on his way. Oh,
look at this. Double backstabbers, front stabbers, cover, near fall. Martin Kirby on the spot there to interrupt the count. Enziguri by Kirby scores. Wainwright can't get out of his own way right now. He's hurt.
There we go. Reminiscent of the great Grand Naniwa. Oh, Ospreay.
Ospreay the opportunist. And a cheap shot on Galloway. Oh, Ospreay singling out Galloway, the champion.
Oh, Ospreay's core may not be developed enough yet. Remember, the kid is only 23 years old, I believe. Talking about Will Ospreay. Used momentum there.
Smart. by Ospreay. The cover.
Oh, close.
Man, that was inches away, inches. And that's not an exaggeration. You got it on your DVR, go back and look. Striker and I were out of our seats on that one. Ospreay was way less than a half a count away from beating Galloway in this tag match. Galloway back up. Oh, if you had any kind of congestion, those chops would free you of your congestion.
Yes.
Lord.
Biting him.
Ospreay going to the lowest of lows and biting another human being. Martin Kirby going to the old proverbial high rent district.
Oh, Frankensteiner into the power bomb.
And interrupted. Man, I thought that was it for sure. Amazing teamwork by Kirby and Galloway. Amazing tag team action for you, ladies and gentlemen, only from WCPW. Fans having a good time. That's what it's all about here in. Look out. The exchange. The bigger man will get the advantage of this just about every time.
Absolutely. Look at Kirby, though.
Kirby fighting back before this capacity crowd in the O2 Academy. Oh, look at Kirby. Very elusive as Martin Kirby just got caught right in the face by Ospreay. Will Ospreay's got those educated feet that are dangerous.
Hey, so does Kirby. Kicks for all my friends here on WCPW Loaded.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that. Fans got a kick out of it. So Ospreay wants Galloway, huh?
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that match.
Hey, I've said it before. You never know.
You never know. I actually think that this tag team combination of Ospreay and his partner,
Scotty Wainwright.
yeah, well, Scotty is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But it seems like Ospreay's got his designs on more gold.
Let's not forget, they are the tag team champs.
Yep.
And once you get a taste, you can't go back to living life any other way.
You like the money. Money is big in pro wrestling. Oh, elevation and crashing goes down Martin Kirby. Another kick got part of it.
Great follow-up.
Far leg hooked. He said sable bomb, I think. Interrupted by, oh, look out. Galloway over the top. And Ospreay takes out Galloway definitively with that dive through the ropes. Byron McCary pickup on Martin Kirby. Galloway on the outside. And Kirby's going to lose it here to the tag champions. But man, this is not easy. And it's a part of a lot bigger story. Martin Kirby's the reluctant general manager. Drew Galloway's the champion. Will Ospreay thinks he's the #1 contender. And the tag champions want more gold.
A lot of moving parts here in WCPW Loaded. But at the end of the day, the machine churns on. The tag champs victorious.
Well, Matt, a lot of things to summarize here.
Yeah, but the big question for me and for everyone else as we set our eyes on Will Ospreay is, are we looking at the new #1 contender to Drew Galloway's WCPW heavyweight title?
Who's the one guy that I don't like more than anybody in this world right now? Think of all the feuds I've had over the companies over the years. Got some names in your head? Probably wrong, but since you're watching WCPW, we'll narrow it down to that, so you probably get a good idea. It's not Joe Hendry if you've just been watching the past few weeks, you've missed, certain episodes where certain things happened that made me feel this way, because this individual, in particular, is the guy I wanted to wrestle more than anybody else in the world. And I wanted to do it here, in front of these fans, because they appreciate these kind of matches. And it could have been a match of the year style match. But he chose to get ahead of himself. He chose to believe the hype. I got a lot of buzz for myself. He did exactly the same, and I was excited for him. Excited to see someone else doing so well without a big machine behind them. And we were going to have a match that the world deserved to see. And he believed the hype. He got the big head. He got the stupid smug look in his face. That was fine, we could have still had a good match. Then he got in my business. Then he stole my title. Then he hit me with an iron bar. I had to handle my business with Joe Hendry. The second it's done, he's so bold to walk out to the ring and challenge me. Insinuate I'm not man enough to fight him. In case you've not guessed, I'm talking about Will Ospreay. Well, after everything you've done to me, you've got the balls to walk out there and challenge me to a match. We end up having a tag match. Really enjoyable tag match, loved beating the absolute hell out of you. After that match was finished, you chose to low blow me and drop me once again. The time has come. The time has come to have that match. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be the kind of match everyone deserves. It's not going to be the kind of match that social media is going to go crazy for. Your smug smile, I'm going to headbutt you. Break your nose. You're high flying. You're best in the world, high flying. I'm going to break your legs. You're not going to come back the same. You never will be the same. But if you're able to come back, and you have the mind to come back, if you're going to be mentally there when you finally come back, maybe you'll have some respect.
Monday, March 6th, live from Newcastle, and free on YouTube. Drew Galloway will defend his WCPW championship against the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. And the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will defend his WCPW Internet Championship. WCPW proudly presents Exit Wounds. Monday, March 6th, 7:30, 2:30 Eastern. Tickets still available at WC.PW.